Criminal and the Professor, Volume 1, Scene 1. Good evening, everybody. It's 2:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Massachusetts. It's Friday. Today's date's the 20th, September 20th, 2019. We got Laurie and Miss Paris Pike over here with my brother Rob and me, Uncle Sam, Samurai. So, what we're going to talk about today is home in New York. You guys ever been home in New York? No, nobody's ever fucking heard of it. Well, let's reiterate a few things that happened to us on the night after Thanksgiving? No, it was the weekend after.
The weekend after Thanksgiving.
So it was a Sunday afternoon. No, Sunday morning.
Time out.
We
Before we even start this conversation, we're going to hit the rewind button back to November of 2014. Yeah, lower that just a little bit. Lower that a little more. Alright, so November 2014 was a very crazy and probably precarious type of time. I was going through a breakup, my second one, starting life over again. I was working full-time as a custodian at the elementary school. Plus, I was running a full-time business. And I kid you not when I say this, myself, Sam, Tommy, and a couple others that have come and gone since then were working non-stop around the clock. It would not be an exaggeration if I was to tell you that we were working at least 80, 90 hours a week, 7 days a week. Am I wrong, Sam?
Not by any means. No, okay.
So,
they're probably undershooting it.
In fact, it was at such a weird time because, like I said, I went through my second biggest breakup in my life. The only thing I had left was my business. So that strived me to put my business even more into overdrive because, quite frankly, it was the only thing I had control over in my life at that time. And the business was going very well. There was still a lot of foreclosures in the market, and there was a lot of work. We just had to be willing to get it. So here I am, Friday night. I get a phone call at about 5:30 from a woman named Dawn Calloway. She was out of Arizona, but she was a big-time real estate mogul, and that's all she dealt with was bank-owned properties. And she says, I got a job for you. I'm going to email you the specs on it. Give me a price, and we'll see what we can do. Now, Dawn always gave us work, but she was infamous for giving us the most horrific, shittiest houses ever on the face of the planet. In fact,
she was a taskmaster.
She gave
I believe she was one of those people that called a few places, and their estimates were through the roof. And then she called us, and
we were
like, yeah, we'll do it. People are...
Lincoln Street, which is like the fucking...
That was like
the
fucking
Mecca
hell
of
house. That was like fucking... That was a real test of skill and a means of coordinating everything. And that was basically a template or a format that you came up with the science to manufacture the means with all these men, with all these equipment in the right places, at the right time, doing the right things, separate but together, to get the same fucking end result, which is a fucking emptied house. It sounds simple, but you'd be surprised what estates of 20, 30 years have held. Now, the grandparents lived there, the parents took it over, the parents got sick, so the kids stayed there or never left. And now you got 30 plus years with 3 generations of piling shit upon shit and hiding shit where shit shouldn't be. And, you know, some people just have a thing for clutter. You know, I have a saying, you know, if you get out of the trunk of your car and a piece of paper falls out, flies away, shit. But if you get out of the car, a piece of paper flies away in your driveway, you pick that shit the fuck up. You don't just let shit linger in your driveway. I mean, yeah, shit happens in a parking lot. You're not going to chase an old receipt you don't need. But, come on, let's start with ourselves, people. You know, if I gotta get in and out of your car, and every time I get out of your car, something's falling out, clean the motherfucker. You ain't embarrassed? Because that shit's embarrassing me, and this ain't even my fucking truck. Well, I mean, we're all guilty of it. I'm not saying to, you know, be a neat freak and go overboard, but keep a trash bag in your car. Throw that shit out. Keep a couple tissues. I know motherfuckers do detailing. They tell me all the time how people hide the fucking boogers in the weirdest fucking spots. They gotta get the ice scraper and chisel them off. But I digress from my point. So,
Alright.
Rob's company was at its peak.
So-
Lincoln Street was a fucking foundation for a formula that Rob came up with. He'd go in, even sometimes not even going. He'd work it and get the fucking numbers. He'd give us a fucking green light, and we'd make shit happen. So, we had to get up early one Sunday morning.
Well,
work the
let me
fleet.
go back to it. Okay, so Friday I get the call, I get the email like 10 minutes later. There's about 30 pitches. It's quite a bit of shit. Me being stupid, I just threw a number right away, which was like $2,000. And thank God that I threw $2,000 because I'm gonna tell you something. We ate up probably about $800 or $900 in expenses just to get fucking home from that fucking trip. But I'll get into that anyways.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about
So-
that later.
I send it to her, and then I get a response on my email about 5 minutes later. Okay, when can you do it? I start reading into the email more. I find out that this fucking job is in Homer, New York. I type in the address on my GPS on my phone, and it's a 6.5 hour drive from our location. So I'm like, fuck. I just fucking bidded and accepted a job that's in Homer, New York. But at this point in time,
What was it, like 700-800 miles away?
easy.
I think it was like 912 or something.
Not that far.
No,
but
I know it was just under a grand.
I'd say about 700 or 800.
Yeah.
But it was a 6.5.
A
7 hour
significant
ride.
fucking ride. From
So
Massachusetts.
first thing I
all the
do
way.
is I take out, I put in a vacation day for Monday because I know it's going to be a long weekend for me. And I figure as long as I can whack everything out and be back on the road by Monday night, I can be back Tuesday for my job for 2 to 10 as a custodian. This was our fucking working mentality back then.
We had two
I
speeds.
call Sammy up. I say, do you want to make some money? It's in New York. It's going to be a little bit of an adventure. He says, fuck it.
Yeah.
I talk to Tommy. He's into. So then Sunday comes along. Now keep in mind too, at this time I had a black Ford Ranger that I had just bought about 3 weeks prior.
It was like an 02 or something.
04.
04.
Really beautiful fucking truck. But it was a nightmare from day one. That truck had problems, and I'll get into that in a little bit. So Sunday comes, me and Sammy wake up bright and early, 7 a.m.
Go to the flea.
We do the flea market, we make some money.
Rainham Taunton.
And then
Right on 44.
we made
Coming
sure
down.
we had our tools with us.
Yep, we loaded up the truck. Gear, enough clothes for a couple of days because you get wet, you get muddy, it's cold. Better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And that's life advice for every fucking thing.
And
So we get the truck loaded up.
we go
go
get
to the
some
flea.
Chinese
From the
food.
flea, we go get Chinese food. Then we
Then we hit
proceed
the packy up and grab the 30 rack of
To-
bud
to the stout,
and a bottle of whiskey. 'Cause
Yep.
That's how I roll.
30 rack, a bottle of whiskey.
And then we go. All right, so now Sam, I'm gonna let you take over the part of the story of when we get to Fall River and Covell Street. This should have been the fucking warning sign.
Alright, so me and Rob, you know,
This fucking
we
job.
got our times and our methods, and that's what I like to call a purge. In the morning, I get up, have a cup of coffee, vape, smoke a cigarette, smoke a joint, whatever you do, and you go sit on the toilet and you purge. That's how my fucking body is. So me and Rob, after the Chinese food, taking our time, we're talking about it. So, but bam, we get on the road, we go to Fall River from Rainham Taunton. Shoot over there to pick up Ox. Big Ox, my man. Lennox. But anyways, on our way over there to the southeast part of Fall River, we as soon as we turned off of County Street onto my man's street, now mind you, his house was the third, fourth house down. Now Rob's driving. I get the truck loaded up. I'm making sure I got stuff in my backpack before we really get on the road and get too far from home. Because at this point we're only about 11 miles from base camp. So as I turn around, Rob takes the turn, and I see like a. I don't want to be stereotypical or assumptuous, but it was a drug dealer. One guy looked clean cut, looked like he had a product, and the other guy looked like he was a fiend trying to get his fix. And I seen a little scuffle with the hands, and big man, shiny dude, pulled out a thing, and pow! Saw the muzzle flash, heard the gunshot. Rob's driving. His mind's already on his way to New York. We're 2 houses away, so we stop, park the truck. Tommy already knows we're coming, so he's on his way down with all his luggage. He throws his shit in the truck. Now, Ox is about 400 pounds. He weigh about as much as a fucking ox. But we had this kid, Mikey. We called him Mikey the Mule, and they call me Sammy the Bull. So Tommy's the fucking ox. That's my man, Ox. So we get third party. The three of us are gonna go bang it out like we always do, like the fucking big dick swinging, balls fucking hanging low motherfuckers that we are. So we get in the truck and we ride out, and I'm like, yo, I can't believe that shit. My adrenaline's running. I had been working all day, been up early. We worked late the night before. This is nothing new, but I'm fucking feeling it. So we get on the road, and Rob's driving. It's fucking cold. It's wintertime. This is fucking Massachusetts. This is New England, goddammit.
Well, first and foremost, Tommy gets in the truck, and it's about 9 o'clock. I punch it in the GPS. Where I had everything lined up for this fucking job. I had a motel lined up that was $40.
Smoking, because I was smoking.
with two
I was the only one that smoked at
bedrooms.
the time.
So fucking.
Well, I still am.
We had a we had a motel lined up.
Yep, we had a whole fucking
We had
venue.
fucking the dumpster. Everything.
We
was
had itinerary.
Perfect
Yep.
for this fucking job. We just needed to
We
get
got
there.
we got the green light from the realtor. We got the dumpster company supposed to be dropping it off, and we got fucking a place to stay. So we're gonna go there, assess the job, go to the hotel, break night, get up early, and knock that shit out in a day. Get the fuck back in the truck and get your asses home. Well, that was our plan. Those were our intentions. So you see, our intentions were well.
It wasn't
and-
like we were going up there to fucking Jamal's.
Yeah, we weren't fucking.
And we're in a truck that I just bought 3 weeks ago, so I'm anticipating everything is fucking great with
We
this
can go.
truck.
Let me hit the rewind button. I like to fix shit. So Rob gets this fucking. Now, mind you, he's got 2 or 3 trucks going already. We got 3 or 4 crews. Cats got their own whips. So we he gets this new truck. He comes to me and says, Sam, I just bought this Ranger. First day he picks me up. He's had this truck 3 fucking days. The thing's bucking like a bastard. The check engine lights flashing. The thing's fucking smoking. I says, Rob, you don't notice this? He's like, what do you mean? The exhaust is loud. I'm like, dude, your exhaust is loud. This fucking thing's misfiring like a bastard. That's why the check engine light's flashing. You ever seen it flash like that? He's like, no. I says, exactly. That means it's real fucking bad. So he brings it back to the fucking Mamook. You know, these guys, you buy a car from them and they get you a sticker. Don't ever fucking let them talk you into that one. You buy a car from an unknown party and they can get it stickered for you. Unless you know the car ain't gonna pass and they're doing you a favor, don't do it, because they'll pass you even if you have problems, and then you have problems, and by then you got a sticker, so your warranty is fucking null and void. But anyways, so Rob brings it in, gets the exhaust fixed, and a coil pack put on. So a week goes by. Now this, you know what? We forgot about that. Before we could even go get Tommy, the night before, Saturday night, his exhaust had broke. The exhaust that he just got on this truck that he just bought, that just got fixed along with the coil pack a week ago, breaks the night before we're leaving for New York. So I had to weld that up, bring it to my buddy's house, put it up on the lift, get it up, fucking all set up, pull out the fucking MIG, turn on the argon, get it on.
So to make a long story short,
So now
this-
we've already
this
had problems
fucking-
with this truck.
This truck
This
is a
thing was the
nightmare.
fucking like a
well,
black cat crosses your path. We were the black cat, and we were our own fucking problem. So,
We decided to start driving.
yep,
Okay.
the
We
trip
get
goes
about
on. Now, mind you, this is an extra cab, so I'm sitting sideways in the back.
We
Tommy's
get-
shotgun, Rob's driving.
we get about 3 hours into it, and all of a sudden, this is right when we're crossing the Massachusetts-New York state border.
My ass was sleeping in the back seat. They woke me up in the
Sleeping
gas
in the
station,
back, I'm
saying the car's
driving.
making a noise.
Big Tommy sitting in the passenger seat, and all of a sudden I start hearing a clunk, 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 clunk. So the fucking It's making a
Oh, so they wake me up in the gas station like, Sam, the truck's making a noise. And I'm like, well, what's it doing? They're like, I don't know, it was making a... So they can't get it to do it in the gas station naturally. So I'm like, well, you should have woke me up while you were driving so I could have heard it. They don't know. I mean, they're not supposed to know. That's
But
why
at
they
this
got me.
fucking point-
So we get on the highway and I'm like, oh, it sounds like a U-joint or something. So I got out and checked again because I did check at the gas station, make sure the tie rods, ball joints, nothing was out of place. And turns out it sounded like the wheel bearing was going. So I fall back asleep. We're heading down the road.
Alright, so now I'm driving this fucking truck. What am I gonna do? It would take just as long to turn around as it would to just go to fucking New York. So we're just driving, and all of a sudden we're like an hour away, and I start getting tired. I've been driving for 5 straight fucking hours, and I tell Tommy, I need you to finish the trip.
I'm still dead asleep.
Sam's still dead asleep.
So they
So I
swap
hop in the
spots.
passenger seat and I start to doze off. I shit you not, a half an hour later, I wake up and I see sparks flying from the front of the fucking engine and the whole car's shaking. Apparently, I look over at Tommy, and Tommy, with all of his 2 hands, and he's shaking now. I say, what the fuck happened? He says, the tire shot off the fucking car.
Well, see,
So I said,
what I know
you gotta
about
be
that
fucking
time
shitting me.
is I
He
was
says,
sitting.
no, the fucking tire shot off the fucking car.
I was
So,
sitting
like,
with my head towards the driver's
Jesus
side,
Christ.
and the fucking right front tire shot off. So the passenger front tire shot off. So the truck dipped. It sat me up. So Rob's still dead asleep. He'll sleep through a firefight. Ask him. He'll tell you the story. So I woke me up. I see the tire passing. I was do, 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 boom, 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 boom. See you later. Fucking Tommy's eyes are just big. Nobody's saying anything yet. Rob's still asleep. Finally, he starts coming to. He's like, knew something wasn't right. The vehicle, he must have felt the terrain.
So
He
we
wakes up,
fucking
we're
pulled the
fucking
car
sliding
over.
into a fucking ditch down US Highway 11 in upstate New
the
York.
middle
Now,
of
mind
fucking
you, we're
nowhere.
about 45 minutes from our destination at this point. We had ground down all the way to the motherfucker.
We fucking.
Now,
pull
this
the
is a
car
truckload of
over.
twos with 3 hot ass working
Me and
dudes.
Tommy get out of the fucking car, and the tire is totally gone, and the fucking where the tire should be on the right passenger side in the wheel well is on fire, and Sammy's still in the truck. So we're trying to wake him up. We finally wake him up. He's fighting to get out of the fucking car because it's a fucking
Third door.
third
But,
door.
so you gotta open the passenger door to open the back door.
He
Rob's
gets
like,
up-
get out of the truck, get out of the truck.
I'm
I'm like,
yelling.
open the door. So he does, and I get out of the truck, and
I
the
go to
axle
throw
got so
Gatorade
hot.
on it.
No, the axle got so hot that the bearings seized up, locked the tire at about 50, 60 miles an hour. Now, mind you, state is expecting a blizzard, and it's just starting to snow. The big ass heavy snowflakes when you're getting a real heavy snowstorm. Some of y'all ain't gonna know what the fuck we're talking about, but that's what snow's like. So we know it's gonna be a good one.
And
The tire snapped the ball joints, ripped the caliper, snapped the axle in half, tore the bearing, the fucking tie rod, the whole spindle and all, the caliper, the rotor, fucking boom on the tire, rolling in the fucking woods. The only person around, thank God, at this time of night in upstate New York, on the road, US Highway 11, I'm not going to give you the coordinates because I don't have them handy, was a man who works for
But
the
those did
DOT.
come into handy.
He's on his way to go get the plow trucks ready so they can go out and go do some plowing and sanding because they're expecting a fucking blizzard. So now, mind you, he comes out, Rob's like, it's on fire! He throws his fucking Powerade on it. I says, don't put water on a grease fire! The guy comes over with a fire
I'm
extinguisher.
just fucking panicking. I
Yeah,
don't
it was
know what the
instinct.
fuck.
It was instinct. You see fire, you put something on it.
We didn't
So
have-
this guy comes over with a fire extinguisher.
Thank God.
Fucking,
because
he's
if you
got
get it-
road flares. He lights off about 6 of them, sets them all like wide way around the whole fucking car so people see us because it's a blizzard and it's a 2-lane fucking highway at 12 o'clock in the morning, 12:30 in the morning.
About
roughly.
1 a.m.
So,
So
we call a
anyway.
tow truck. We call Ma, let her know what's going on. We call it to whatever AAA. They're sending somebody out.
And the
He's-
guy asked us, where the fuck are we? We had no fucking clue where the fuck
We
are.
told him we were. He says,
They-
I've been up and down US Highway 11 twice, both ways for miles. I says, hold on a second. I gave him the fucking pinpoint. I gave him the 36
This is
degrees
when
by
Sam's, nautical
76 minutes north latitude.
Came. 'Cause
And
we
fucking
literally
so many
gave him
degrees
fucking grid
longitude.
coordinates
We
to
gave
pick
him.
this
I
up.
actually had to give him the latitude and longitude, the exact fucking pin drop of where we were, and he punched it in his GPS, and he was there in about 20 minutes. Old redneck, long haired motherfucker. We made Tommy's fat ass sit up front with him. Me and Rob sat in the truck. Or did you go up there?
Meanwhile, we're sitting.
Did we sit in the truck? We rode
Yeah,
the truck.
we sat in the
We
truck.
sat in the truck in the back of the tow truck. Because the truck was still running, it just wouldn't drive. Like if you had no tires on it, your truck still
What's
run.
the fucking point?
So
Listen,
me and him are sitting in the fucking heat. Now this just fucking put a damper on everything. Let's cancel the hotel room because
I
obviously
had
we're
to
not
call
gonna
a
make it
hotel
there tonight.
room, some Asian lady who barely spoke English. No offense to Asian people.
Now we got to get it
Well,
towed to somebody we don't know, which is the only town in
She
shop.
was pissed that we
I
fucking.
mean, the only shop in town.
We had to cancel the motel. She didn't want to give me a refund, but
Yeah.
I ended up weaseling that out of her.
So
The only fucking tow shop in this fucking area is in Cortland County, which
Yeah.
is still a half an hour away from home in New York.
no, the tow
Where-
company was
where we
someplace
need to-
else. The,
it was
the
in
repair
Cortland County.
the repair shop was like the only guy in town that fixed cars.
Okay.
And he had some nice cars, by the way. I wish I had his card because I'd give him a plug right now. He was a good dude.
But
So we get the car dropped off there. Now we're sitting in
Now-
this running Ford Ranger, waiting for a cab to come from God knows
we're
where
drinking beers
in New York. He's
Hold on,
got
hold
the
on,
fucking
no, no,
whiskey
you
open.
can't-
We're
you can't.
drinking beers.
you can't skip this part.
Oh yeah, we're sitting in the
We
truck for a
we
while.
finally get to this fucking place. We drop
Yeah,
the truck
after all
off,
that.
and we're thinking to ourselves, so what next? So then our plans get totally shot to shit, and I'm like, fuck it. We're in New York. We're half an hour away. Let's get all the fucking tools out of the fucking truck. Leave the truck here. There's nothing we can do about it. Sam found the fucking tire in the woods, thank God.
Yep, do that in the back of the truck before
Threw
we
that in the
left.
back of the truck before we left.
Brought that to the shop.
So when we called the fucking taxi company, we said make sure you send at least a van or a sedan.
Something that's gonna hold some fucking tools. Because
Because-
mind you, we still got a fucking job to
We
do.
got to bring a generator with us. We're going to a house with no power. So we got a lot of fucking tools. So our plans of having a nice cushy night at the fucking motel are squashed. It's November it's late November in upstate New York, so it's cold as fuck.
In the middle of a blizzard, no heat, no water, no
This
fucking
cab guy
electric.
shows up and like literally
He was like a PTSD Vietnam
Yeah,
vet or
Vietnam
Korean
vet,
War
like,
vet or something.
we had a fucking one of them old school GPSs that you put on the fucking because he didn't know where the fuck the house was.
Right.
And we put
Put it on the windshield like you would do with your GPS, and we just commenced to driving.
Yeah, we
Well,
stopped at a Dunkin' Donuts before that too. And Tommy, remember when they were selling the fucking winter hats, the Dunkin' Donuts ones that were
right,
fucking red? They were orange
Sorry.
with the purple ball on top.
Two balls. Didn't it have
Yeah.
two balls?
Yeah.
Well,
no, it had
it was
one ball.
One little fucking
Tommy,
yarn
big
ball
fat Tommy.
with this
By the
tiny
way,
hat.
too, let's rewind real quick, okay? We got it before. Okay, I hate to say this about Tommy,
Ox.
but Ox actually saved our fucking life that night because we think about this.
He's a
theoretically.
counterweight.
Let's think about physics.
I was gonna say, if you break down to physics, go ahead, Rob. Give him a
Okay.
lesson.
I weighed 200 at the time. Tommy weighed twice as me. He was about
Tommy's
400
400 pounds.
Now,
we went
it's
to
Tommy's
the scrapyard.
side,
He
the
was
passenger
398.
side,
That's
that was
400.
about to go to shit. Half an hour before that, I made the decision to have Tommy drive. So that means we transferred most of the weight in the vehicle to the fucking the
To
driver's
the driver's
side.
side, yeah.
So
Plus,
when that
mind you,
fucking tire,
mind
if
you, I
that-
was laying on the
if
driver's
that
side.
fucking tire would have shot off with plus 400 pounds,
It probably would have dug in
we
and
probably would have rolled the
sliding.
fucking car.
Yeah, because you would have had an extra couple 100 pounds on that side. Yeah.
So
But-
Tommy actually taking the wheel
He was a
saved our
counterweight.
fucking life.
He
that
he
night,
he was a
probably.
he was a fucking he was a counterweight that night, and he kept the truck fucking just enough.
Balance enough.
Because I'm telling you, it's got the jump seats in the back. They fold down and they fold out.
Yeah.
So I'm laying across them, and I got most of my torso and shit is in the driver's side because I got all the bags and everybody's shit behind me, and we got stuff in the truck. It was all fucking top down, covered with a top with shit on top of it.
But
'cause
here's
it's
the-
fucking
listen,
snowing.
listen,
This thing sat me straight up. I look at Tommy, he's just got big eyes. Rob wakes up like, what's going on? You know, Rob.
So
Yeah, I will
Tommy
never fall-
handed
But you want to
Look
see,
at this and
you
then
want to
one more
see
story
3
that we're
cool
gonna end this
cats.
fucking thing with.
You want to see 3 cool cats? Now,
Listen, because of this and one other fucking situation, Sam, about me trying to get some shut eye while we're on road trips in upstate
Yeah,
New York.
we'll tell you
will
about
never
that a
fucking
little later.
happen ever for
no,
me
no.
in upstate
So
New York. I
yeah,
will never do it.
that's later on in the story when we go back to pick up the truck.
Okay, so here we are. It's like 2:33 in the morning. We're in the town. We're waiting for this cab to fucking show up. We go into a Dunkin' Donuts.
They send us, no offense, this retired
Tommy buys
guy.
this big
Probably
fucking
doing it
hat.
part time.
Tommy buys this hat that can barely fit
Listen,
his fucking head.
the
and
hat,
he looks like
the hat
Eric
was
Cartman.
for a small-headed guy. it was for a small-headed guy like me. He looked like Eric fucking Cartman.
He
No
did.
word of a lie.
And we get,
So,
because he didn't bring a hat with him and it was freezing. But as soon as we get in the car, now this guy is an old fucking guy. He's smoking like a train. We put a GPS on the dashboard. It kept
first
falling
thing,
off. and
first
it
thing
was-
Tommy
it was
says when he
scaring
gets in
him.
the truck, you know, where's all the hose at? The guy says, oh, not for a long time. He didn't even answer the question
It's like,
appropriately,
you-
but
you-
okay.
You know where we could get some prostitutes?
First words out of his mouth. I mean,
picture him saying,
obviously he was joking.
But
Well, was he? We don't know.
so anyway, we
We're on our
give
way.
him the address to the house. We show up literally.
No. Now we're driving. All of a sudden, the GPS falls. Holy shit! The GPS fell out the window. Oh, sorry about that, sir. But fucking make sure it's clean. Put it back on there. Latch it
He's
down
like,
nice
that
and
dang
tight.
doohickey, fucking. He didn't even
Scared
know
the
what
shit
it
out
was.
of him, right? So we're driving. It happens again. Oh, you can't put that back on the window. You're just gonna have to hold it. So now we're holding the thing. We're almost there, anyways. This he's fucking on his last nerve. He probably shouldn't even been driving. Never mind in the blizzard at that time of night. So he pulls in the Caravan. He barely makes it up the fucking hill. Spinning the tires of that Dodge Caravan all the way up. And then we get there. And he sees that it's an abandoned house in the middle of fucking nowhere in the hills in Homer, New York. He's like, you guys are staying here tonight? No heat, no hot water, no electric, no nothing. Just man and fucking shelter. Well, men
So,
in shelter. So we unload the fucking truck. This is what we always do. We get to the job, we unload the tools. We take a look around, we
We
assess,
didn't even take a look around.
and then we fucking come up with a plan of attack. Well,
We went
in this
inside
particular
that fucking
situation,
house.
we unloaded the truck, we went in the house, and we found the first fucking place we could. Thank goodness they had a couch, and it was a walk into the garage, and then there was a living room downstairs after that. So we walked in there, sat on the fucking couch, and we started talking. We took a quick look around. Wasn't a whole big job. We could definitely bang this out and be out of here in no time. But now all we can think about is this fucking thing's fucked. Mind you, now, step back, half a step. When we pull up, there's no fucking dumpster. Now, there's a fucking blizzard coming down right now. They're expecting 6 to 10 inches, okay? I don't know if that's technically a blizzard, but I think it's so many inches of snow for so many hours is what makes a blizzard. So, and these are them big ass flakes, like I said earlier. Like, you
and
didn't
it
know it
was
was gonna
so
be thick.
fucking cold in that house, you could see your breath,
Now, nobody had lived in this house, what, 4 or 5 years?
at least.
So, we're like, fuck it. We're beat. We worked all day. We fleed. We fucking ate. We fucking drove. Like, you know, we averted fucking a near-death experience. Because, I mean, who the fuck knows? You know what I'm saying? I
But,
wasn't buckled up. I doubt these guys had their belts on. So,
Make a
who
long
knows?
Story short, me
We
and
get
Sam
there, we
fucking
decide
found
to
a
break
couch
night.
and crash.
Me and Rob divide the couch in half. Tommy walks around upstairs all night. He laid down for about 2 minutes, but his big ass wasn't getting comfortable on the floor. So,
And this is the first thing that happens. I wake up about 3 hours later. I look at my phone, which is almost dead at this point.
yeah, and at this point, it's
like
what,
7:30 in the morning.
7:30 in the morning, yeah. So he
I wake up
he
and
calls
I hear,
home from, his phone's almost
I hear
dead.
thump, thump, thump upstairs.
Ox walking around.
So I go and it's Tommy and he's pacing and I think he's having an anxiety attack. But I'm like, what's going on? And he's just shaking his head. He's like, I don't know, man. I couldn't sleep. This is, I don't know, understandable. I mean, it was a fucked scenario. Nobody knew we were. So then I said, because when I woke up, it was because I kept getting. Sammy takes medicine for his
My neuropathy. I take
gabapentin.
gabapentin.
Okay.
If I don't have
so
it, I
Sam
fucking,
forgot to fucking pack his
I get
damn
twitchy.
gabapentin, so I'm getting
Yeah.
fucking karate kicked in the face all
I
night.
had some, but I only had the pill for the next day, so I wasn't gonna take it that early in the morning.
So I wake up and I
No,
notice.
so wait,
listen,
so we fall
I
asleep.
wake up
I
and
fell asleep in Rob's sweatshirt. I pulled it over my knees, cuddled up in the fetal position, and passed the fuck out. I wake up in the morning, I get to my backpack, I'm like, oh yeah. I pull out a sweatshirt, an extra pair of
And I was
pants,
ready to
socks,
fucking kill him
t-shirt.
because I
Rob's
said-
like, you son of a bitch, I've been freezing all fucking night, and you got bag full of fucking clothes, you motherfucker. so fucking, we have a good laugh about that, right? So
I was.
fucking. I wake up. Rob's on the phone. He's on
No.
He's calling
you
the
didn't
fucking.
Wake up. Listen.
Well, all right, guys.
The first thing that happens
I'll tell you what happens
is
when I wake
Tommy's
up.
pacing. We come back downstairs and we look at Sammy.
Oh,
and he's
yeah,
shivering
forgot
so
this part.
bad that I think he's going into fucking hypothermia.
They have now, mind you, we
So-
had a generator with us because we knew we were
had a
gonna need
Jenny
power.
up, and-
So they
and
fire
I
up the Jenny.
found
They run a
two-
50-foot fucking drop cord, and they found the fucking heat lamp. I woke up with a fucking chair next to me with a lamp, with a fucking heat lamp just clipped on the side of it, like they're trying to fucking bake me. Okay? Yeah, I was twitching because of my gabapentin, because of my
He
nerves
said, "What are
and
you
shit.
doing?"
And
And
they think
my
I was
first answer is,
going
"I'm
through
trying to keep you
hypothermia.
fucking alive."
I appreciate it.
You being a good friend.
Which I must say is it's a very thoughtful gesture, you know.
Yeah, that's love, man.
So I love you guys. I appreciate that. So now I'm up. I wake up with a fucking
We
heat
all
lamp
wake
like a
up.
fucking piece of chicken in fucking 7-Eleven. So I wake up
Tommy
and I says fuck it.
Tommy and
I
Sam
roll a
crack
joint.
beer.
I crack a beer. I smoke this joint. I
I
got a
take
beer.
a
Now I got a
big-
Zippo. I'm a Zippo man. I
Right.
love Bix, but I love my
I
Zippo.
bust out my whiskey.
So Rob's on the phone with Ma. He's
big
leaving
swig of
messages at the place he just bought this fucking truck that just broke down for the third time in
Trying
2
to call
fucking
the
weeks.
dumpster company.
He's calling the dumpster company. He's fucking trying to set up a ride to get us home. Rob's getting all this shit going on. So I come up with the idea. Now, mind you, it stops snowing at this point. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. And these people must have been homeschooled because they were up in the hills. And all you can hear, mind you, it's early in the morning. Gunshots ripping through the fucking hills. Don't know where they're coming from. Don't know where they're
funniest
going.
part was,
I was waiting to
listen,
start
hey,
here.
Hey, the funniest part was, Sam, you can't leave this out. I'm talking to my mom and I'm saying, my phone's about to die. Hold on. And she says, well, just go to the nearest neighbor and charge it. I said, Mom, there ain't a fucking house in 20 miles in every fucking direction. And there wasn't.
And now, mind you,
Yeah.
And this is fucking boonies.
key point so we
You
don't
know
look like
what I'm
idiots.
saying?
Rob did pack a charger, but in all the commotion, he forgot it in the truck at the fucking repair shop. So
Yes.
it's not like the mook didn't bring a fucking charger. He had a charger, but in all this distress, he left it in the fucking truck.
But
That
there was no power either. Anyway.
well, you had the generator.
Oh, the generator.
So he uses my phone. I says, well, fuck it. I got my lighter, because I got my knife, my chapstick, and my lighter, and a belt. Every fucking day, whether I need it or not. When I die, those will be the contents of my pockets. So I says, fuck it. Rob says, fuck it. Tommy says, all right. Now, like I said, these people must have been homeschooled. 'Cause they had boxes and boxes of books and books and books and books and books. So I light
now
up a
that
box.
we're
We throw
past
another
this-
box on it. Now we're going to pile off to the side where these boxes are burning. Every so often I'll fiddle it around.
You're going too fast.
Get the fire going, right? So now,
No, you're going too fast.
what am I missing?
Alright, so we wake up and we're thinking, what the fuck are we gonna do? We get a hold of the dumpster company. He says he can't get there till noon. Right? And I'm going off. And we start looking around in the garage and we find fucking tons of fucking bottles of gasoline. And Sam just says, fuck it, let's just burn it all.
Was it gasoline?
Oh
No.
yeah, it
I
was
don't
gasoline.
remember that.
We found cans of fucking gasoline.
By this point, I'm 2-3 beers
So we
deep.
get
It's 9
this
o'clock in the
fucking
morning. It was
monster.
one of them
This
days.
is like a raised ranch, and we get this fucking monster fucking fire. I mean, literally.
No, it's like I said, I had lit the boxes on fire and we were feeding it generously, tending to it, making sure it
Yeah,
was
but
burning right.
we got to a
I
point
turn
where we
around,
burned couches.
I'm upstairs throwing shit out of the
Couches.
fucking first floor, which is technically
We
the
burned
second
half-
floor.
we burned
I
half
hear
the
Rob
shit in that
say
fucking-
outside the bedroom window that I'm tossing shit out of. I hear Rob say, hey Tommy, grab that pallet. I look outside, they put 2 pallets together as a fucking teepee. Next thing you know, we got a fucking barn burner. Well, we didn't expect it to get that big, and it wasn't that far from the house. If that wind would have shifted, we could have got fucked. But you know, we were in somebody's good graces at this point. So we kept scooting the fire out little by little. You know, we made sure it was good. We had fire watch. We moved our burn pile back that we were feeding it from. So we're still tossing shit out. Somebody's piling it up, feeding the fire, loading it, fucking dumping out, getting this shit out till the dumpster comes. When the dumpster comes, we throw this shit in the dumpster.
Hey, at the end of the fucking day, as fucked as this situation was, and it was fucked, and it kept getting more fucked.
Yep. Now we're worried about how we're gonna get home. What are we gonna do tonight?
We needed to get this fucking job done.
We got no food. There ain't no fucking stores around. You can't just go run somewhere. I mean, using the restroom, we can just fucking whip it out or go fucking pop a squat.
So we fucking.
But
I start getting in military mode. I'm thinking like this is a mission to me.
Yep.
I'm telling the guys make sure they hydrate because you can dehydrate just as fast in cold weather as you do in warm weather.
Message. That's a fact.
And I really am. I'm like quarterbacking this like I'm in Iraq or something, or I'm in a combat
That's a smart
mission.
thing to do.
And the thing is that we had been doing this together so long. The three of us are like the three fucking amigos. You know, I reach in my fucking waist.
That's the
Rob's
last
already
thing
got
you
his
need
hand
is
on his
somebody to
holster.
fucking
Tommy's
drop
already got
on
his
you
gun
too.
out.
You
You
know
know,
what I
that's
mean?
how we roll. So, right?
But
I reach for my fucking waist. You already got your hand in your holster. Tommy's already got his gun out. Like, that's how we roll. You know? I mean, obviously, Tommy's not the first one on the draw. I was just
so
using
make
that.
a long story short, we burn half the shit in this fucking house. Finally, the dumpster shows up, and I start going off on the guy, and Tommy tells me to stop going off on the guy. It turns out the fucking because
No,
I said
actually, the guy pulls up and he's like, "Where do you want it?" And I'm like, "Fucking right here." He just shakes his head, like, just back it up to the fire, because as soon as that fire goes out, that shit's going in the fucking dumpster too. And if it burns, then fuck it, we just saved ourselves a bunch of money on weight, and we can go fucking save even more with Geico.
But so anyway, I go off on the dumpster guy. Turns out the dumpster guy is the son of the guy who owns the dumpster company.
And I mean, they did come out there in a fucking
So he
snowstorm.
was a little butthurt about
And
that.
that's why they were behind. But yeah, you know, it was just one
So
of them things.
we burned half
We
the
weren't
shit in
happy,
the
so
fucking
wasn't nobody
house.
gonna be fucking happy.
We burned half the shit in the house. As far as the metal, thanks, Lloyd. As far as the fucking metal, we ended up calling a guy on Craigslist who drove all the way from Albany, New York. Took him
Was
about
it
an hour to
Syracuse?
get there.
No, we went to
It was Syracuse, yes, you're
We
right,
came from
Syracuse.
Yeah, because we ended up in Ithaca. Yeah,
Yeah.
so the guy and his son, I believe it was, or his cousin.
Yeah, a guy and his son or some shit.
Son-in-law,
He
whatever.
comes, gets all the metal, which helped us out. We had a bunch of other metal left over. We just left it
Yeah,
at the fucking end of the
cast
fucking
iron
driveway.
stove, a whole bunch of shit. What
It
we
actually
did is
worked out that we burned half the fucking shit in the house because we filled that dumpster up.
right. That's with
Yeah,
getting
you
and getting rid of all the metal.
And
so
it
we
must
were,
have helped keep you warm at the same time.
Yeah.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
So
We finally finished the job.
yeah.
The
we had
only
a cart
bugaboo-
too.
the
We had
only-
like a fucking shopping cart, so we loaded it up with shit and we pushed it down the
The
hill
only
and we left it right by the
bugaboo now
curb.
is-
So when the guy came back, all he had to do was pick that up and fucking go load up the cast iron stove.
The only
So-
bugaboo is
How the fuck are we gonna get home?
how the fuck are we gonna get home?
Because now, mind you, obviously Rob had been calling all day trying to get a reservation at a rental car place and an address, and we would have called the cab and gone to the fucking rental car place. Bing bang boom, we're on our way home.
Only
But
problem
the credit
is-
card's maxed out with the hotel. They put a hold on the money and all this other bullshit. So now we got to use mom's credit card. Well, okay,
And I
use
only
the credit
got
card over
50
the phone,
on the front,
right? So, yeah, 50%. So
and we burned
nobody
through that.
is taking the credit card over the phone at this point. So we find somebody in Ithaca,
U-Haul.
New York. No, this is before U-Haul. We find somebody in Ithaca, New York. So we head up there, and they'll do credit card over the phone. We drive all the way up there in a cab. It was like $40 from the first place that fixes the car to the job. From the job to Ithaca, New York was about $60 in a cab. So now you're looking at about $100 just in cab fare. Okay. Now we get to at least a town where we can grab some grub and wash our hands and use the proper restroom. And they don't fucking take credit cards over the phone. So what a wasted trip that was. So now we're in town. It's a college town. We gotta fucking get back to Massachusetts. Job is done. We want to go home. We've had a long ass fucking day. U-Haul. No problem. Come on down. So we get a fucking, what, 16, 20-foot
No,
box
we got
truck?
the smallest box truck.
Yeah. But we get one of them fucking U-Hauls.
But that
And,
was like $300-400.
Of course, you know, little guy's always got to ride bitch. But at least the seat's set back a little bit. Ox is riding shotgun. He's fucking worn out. He expired hours ago. He was running on fumes.
Because I'm doing like
No offense,
60
Tom.
60 on the back
We all
roads,
were.
and he keeps slapping Sam like, tell him to slow down. Tell him to slow down.
Yeah,
So
he was
Tom-
being a fucking passenger fucking backseat driver.
Yes.
Anyways, so I pass out. Now, mind you, I got to take my gabapentin, and I had taken that one, and fucking it got me through the day. So now I'm twitching. I'm uncomfortable. I'm
He's
sitting
literally,
fucking
while
bitch.
you're
I got my feet up on the
He's
fucking
kicking,
dash.
hitting the gas,
So
hitting the brake.
I'm kicking the
smacking
fucking window.
me, smacking
My
the
legs
wheel,
are all over
like
the
when
place.
I'm
I'm
trying.
dreaming. I'm working. My legs are going. Rob's driving. Finally, I wake up to Rob fucking grab my leg like, what the fuck's him? I look, he's fucking in the next lane trying to come back. Not only did I kick the car into neutral, I made him swerve into the other fucking lane. My leg jerked so hard. Pow! Kicked his fucking arm, hit the steering wheel. Fucking now Tommy's up, we're all up. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, fucking pull over. I gotta stretch out. My little ass is getting cramped. I go in the back of the truck. Good idea. No. All we had was a fucking top. I'm laying inside of a barrel with a fucking a vinyl top as a fucking blanket, right? 2 sweatshirts on, a fucking hat, and I'm still freezing because it's all fucking
20
aluminum,
minutes later.
and it's a fucking middle of a snowstorm in the winter.
20
So,
minutes later, we hear boom, boom, boom.
let me pull the fucking truck. I'm freezing balls. Now I just want to get back up front with the fucking heat, right? Bad enough I fucking, you know, my muscles are twitching, and fucking now I'm freezing too. So get back up front. And finally, you know, welcome to Massachusetts. Well, once we started getting close.
No. Here's the thing. We found a McDonald's that was on like the New York, Massachusetts state line, so we're about 3 hours away from home. We get some grub, and I said, Tommy, you're gonna take it the rest of the way. Let's get some fucking shut eye. We're all exhausted, and as soon as fucking we wake up in like 3-4 hours from now, we'll take it in home. And at this point, it's fucking Tuesday. I gotta be at work for 2 o'clock. I gotta go put in another 8 fucking hours.
Oh, Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? I can't go home and say, oh, geez, Louise, that was a no. I gotta fucking go home, shit, shower, and shave.
Back on the
Be
fucking
back at work.
grindstone. Ain't no fucking lie.
And
there.
I'm gonna go to that fucking dealership and fucking kill this guy because clearly he sold me a lemon.
Yeah.
So we finally we wake up. Tommy drives us into Mass. I think we stopped once for gas.
Yeah, I think the truck was pretty good. It was one of those newer models with the fuel saver, where if you keep that gauge and
And
that
as
needle
we're
in the
coming
green on
into
the gauge.
Providence, it's about 11 o'clock. My phone rings. At this point, we were charging the phones and stuff. I think I bought one of those cheap gas station chargers to get my phone up and going.
Yeah.
This lady is livid. Where the hell are you guys? I forgot that I booked something for Tuesday morning. It was so crazy. She wanted like 2 refrigerators removed from her 3rd floor apartment in Providence.
Yeah.
We're all fucking gassed. We're tired. She's screaming. I says,
I
we're in
forgot all about
Providence.
this part.
I said, you know what? We'll be there in like 20 minutes. Just relax. I apologize.
Yeah.
The
We
3
go
of
there,
us fucking.
We grabbed these 2 fucking refrigerators.
We floated through
We
it like
ended up
fucking
selling both of
zombies. Pull the fridges out, no problem. I'm just zip the doors off. Rob and Tom got one down. I'm on the other side. Fucking get that one down. Take the doors out, the drawers. Fucking see you later.
We get back. We come to the house.
We had a
drop the
U-Haul,
tools
so it
off.
worked out.
We drop the tools off. I hop in my truck. Tommy and Sam go drop the U-Haul off. It's been a very, very long 2 days. I shower, put my work uniform on, and I got about an hour and a half to kill. So I hop in my car and I head over to that fucking dealership that I fucking bought that truck from. And the first thing I did was, I remember, I'll never forget this. My bankruptcy lawyer, this fucking magnet was on my mom's fridge. And I had given him a quick call, and I said, before I shot over there, I said, listen, I got a problem with a fucking lemon car.
Yeah.
I might need your help. He says, that's no problem. So I said, okay.
So
I get my ass in the fucking, in my 2500 Dodge Ram,
V10.
and I shoot over there. And now, keep in mind, for the past 2 days, we've been having wars back and forth on the phone. I'm screaming at him, and he's telling me to relax, and I'm telling him, don't tell me to fucking relax. I'm going through fucking World War III right now
Mm-hmm.
because of you.
Just paid
Yeah.
fucking $5,200, $5,500
No, I paid
cash.
$4,800 cash for that fucking
cash
car.
money for the truck. And the 3 times this thing had to be fixed in 2 fucking weeks.
2
Well,
and a half
this is the
months.
4th time.
So anyway, I fucking show up to that guy's dealership,
Able with the ability to toss around the lawyer's name.
ready to kill him, and I see him, and he doesn't say anything to me, and I walk straight up to his desk, and I throw the lawyer's magnet right on his desk, and I say, my car is at a shop in Cortland County, New York. This is the number for the fucking place. You are going to handle this, or we're going to have some serious legal problems.
Me did.
Luckily, yeah,
He did.
he was like, okay, cool. Because if he didn't say cool, I was going to kill him.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna sue him and then kill him.
He had the right answer.
No, it wouldn't.
It's like you
we would've
walk
been
in with a
paying
gun.
for the
Who's in
car,
charge
and we
here?
would have been paying for
I
that
am.
motherfucking funeral.
Who's in charge here?
But
You are.
he took care of the car. It took goddamn almost a month
Yeah.
because he did it through his business insurance.
Yeah,
So
one
it took
one
them
dealer
forever.
helped out another dealer, and they worked it
Well,
out.
that's
fucking
how businesses are. They
electronically.
got fucking business insurance.
So-
we kept calling. I kept calling all
Right.
the time.
But it was no big deal because
They
we
were
were in a
waiting
fucking.
for the
This is
fucking
what
money.
2015,
Yeah, the insurance, yeah.
2014.
14.
The end of 2014. We're in a 2015 Buick, something or other. It's a sedan.
Buick
And,
Ventura.
What is it?
So in the
Yeah.
meantime, I get a rental car that's paid for.
So
by the
we got a
dealer.
brand. He's got a brand new rental car. So he's pissed about the truck because you can't haul tools in a fucking rental for one thing. But not so bad because it is a really nice fucking car. It's a new model year. It's not even 2015. So we
All
pimped
right,
that
so
out
we
for the
finally
month.
get the call.
Truck's
about
ready.
a week before fucking Christmas. The truck's ready. Hallelujah.
Rob
So
and
I said,
myself.
Sam, we're going back to fucking New York. And he says,
Listen,
oh boy.
There's a couple of things that, from working with Rob, I'm going to tell y'all. If he calls you up, says he got work, that's all well and fine. When he picks you up, if you get in the truck and he gives you a $100 bill right away, oh, somebody gonna work hard today. So let that be known. So we get in the truck. He's like, come on, I'll take you a couple bucks. We'll go up there, we'll have a good time. Fucking blah blah blah. So yeah, it's my boy, it's my brother. So we get in the fucking rental and we commence to drive him back to upstate New York.
Okay. So the job got done.
Now, mind you,
It
both
took-
of us
oh,
work
here's another
regular
thing,
jobs
too.
during the day.
That other Gino, that pretty much, when it was all said and done, what I paid these guys, and I believe I gave you each $200.
Something like that, $300.
Yeah, each one of you got $200. That's about what I made.
I think $200 for the day. Yeah,
I
you
mean,
gave us $200
literally,
for
the
day, that's
fucking
right.
expenses between the rental cars, the renting the U-Haul,
Fuel,
the
fucking
the
grub.
fuel, the food, the taxi fares. It was in the dumpster. You know,
Yeah.
that's $600. We went through like $1,400.
Yeah.
We blew through. Help me with my math now. We blew through an unnecessary $600-700.
Yeah.
That we didn't have to
Just
because
the-
of this truck
yeah.
fucking breaking down.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Plus you had a
Between
hell of a
cabs
experience.
and other shit going on.
And
So now we're going back to
we're
get
in
the
New
truck.
York. We're an hour away from where we want to be, and it's starting to hit me. I'm tired. I've been driving for 5 fucking hours.
Rob wakes me up and says, Sam, take the wheel. So we pull over on the highway. You know, again, we just gotten over to fucking close to our destination.
Time out. Before you get into this, I'm gonna let you say your side of the story, and then I'll say my side of the story.
They're going to be the same. They're just going to be told from a different perspective. So I get in the driver's seat and I'm going. I'm fucking tired. Oh, little rumble strip. I'm fine. I got coffee. We just had stopped for breakfast and shit. We're riding. Rob fucking just ate. He's got a full belly. He's taking a nap. I'm gonna carry us to the destination.
We did get
So-
some bomb barbecue. I will say that.
We going down some highway in upstate New York, and I turned this fucking next model year fucking Buick into a skateboard. I went down fucking into the median, spun around, did a 360, came back up, jumped that motherfucker, and then steadied down the fucking half on the grass, half on the thing, dead center in the fucking peak of the hood. I left a mile marker sign. Dead fucking center. The airbags didn't deploy, but you can
Side
smell
ones
them.
did.
You can smell them,
Really, yeah.
right?
side
The hazard
ones-
lights are flashing. They won't shut off. At this point, I don't know how bad the fucking damage is. So I pull over, I shut the car off, I shut the hazard lights off, turn them on, shut them off, trying it, open the door, shut it, forget it ain't working. So we drive down the highway with the fucking hazard lights flashing. Whoa, there's minimal damage. Little crack in the front bumper and a slam in the fucking hood. You know, but of course it's fucking, you know, $2,200 because it's a next model year car. They don't even have fucking aftermarket parts for this thing yet because it's not even on the market. So we driving along. The New York's finest state trooper pulls us over. This is the license registration. So tell him it's a rental. He says, yeah, I got that from the plates, and give him Rob's license and my fucking permit, and he asked why we got the hazard lights on. So I told him. Deer came out, we avoided it, fucking spun around, hit a mile marker sign, and you know I tried shutting them off. So he says, why don't you try it again? So I did. I shut the car off, opened the door. They shut off. Motherfucker. Now I look like an idiot, like I didn't try. So anyways, he says, all right, everybody all right? You need to fill out an incident report? You want no, everybody's fine. We just want to get on our fucking way, get this truck, get the fuck out. So, needless to say, we're both wide awake at this fucking point. Ain't nobody going to sleep. No, okay, now, let me back up a little bit. When I proceeded to turn this Buick into my own personal fucking plaything, I went off-road, like I said, and I'm doing a 360. Before I got control, came back up, well, I mean, I want to say I never lost control, but I kind of never really had it. Rob wakes up in the midst of the 360. He says, okay, don't panic. Don't panic. It's okay. Calm as if like we're fucking, you know, walking a dog. I'm like Tommy was earlier in the fucking story. A big guy just holding onto the fucking wheel, steering into it, because you don't want to turn away from it, you know. So I fucking come back. Rob wakes up mid-spin. It's okay. Just stay calm. Stay calm. It's okay. Like, I don't think I would have woken up like that. I probably would have woke up like, what the fuck? I don't know anybody that wouldn't have. I don't know where it came from, but that was Rob. He popped up, and now, of course, he's not going back to sleep. He ain't falling asleep with Samson behind the wheel. So we get going, and now we get all the way to this fucking place, and we stop, and it's a fucked up thing. You got to get off, go back, go to this thing. We get there, lock the fucking keys in the truck as we're loading up the fucking car.
Pause the fucking story, please. Because I said there will be your side and then my side.
All right. Now, that's basically the gist of it. We got
Alright,
there
so
to top it
Lauren.
all off after all this shit. Finally getting the truck back. We locked the keys in the car. Now, mind you, we still got to drive back from New
Sam.
York again.
Okay.
But
Okay.
let's hear the next side.
Okay. I'm fucking exhausted. I just drove for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm figuring this is gonna be great. We'll be at the rental car place in an hour. Lower that.
It's low.
Yeah, well, he's already talking low.
Oh, well, fucking speak up, man.
This is how I talk.
This is how I talk.
Right.
Mind you, he's been working all day. We've been grinding.
Listen.
And I got to get to work soon.
Okay. So I'm exhausted. We're listening to some really dope Nas. I think we were listening to Nas. There's some really
I think so, Ether or something.
Yeah, Ethan, something. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna be there in an hour. I could use a good cat nap, right?
Yeah.
So fucking, this guy gets behind the wheel. I fall asleep. All of a sudden, I pop up, and Sam is white knuckling like this. And there's nothing. I can't see what's in front of us. It's fucking dirt. It's just dirt kicking up, literally.
Yeah.
Can't see what the fuck is going on. And I say, what the fuck is happening? And Sam's like, we're off the road. We're off the road. We're in the median. So I'm like, okay, it's cool. Relax. Calm down. I grab the steering wheel with one hand, and I'm just like helping him. Like, just relax, easy on the gas. All right, on the count of whatever, we're gonna yank it up and go easily onto the highway. 1, 2, 3, and then we fucking ranked it, and that's when he smacked the fucking mile marker. Went over. Thank God there was no other cars coming. We cut across the 2-lane highway.
3-lane. Well, no, yeah, 2 in the breakdown.
2-lane car.
Because you still can't see at this point.
Well, we can see
Once
it.
we
It's
got
snowing off
past
and on,
that,
too. Yeah,
once we got out of
the
the dirt and the grass,
But
we
he
could
never
see.
grabbed the wheel. He
Okay.
grabbed my arm. He grabbed my arm and calmed me down.
Something,
he was
yeah,
like,
your arm.
just calm down, just relax.
Because
he grabbed me as if to say, you're
From my
alright.
experience in the military, the last thing you want to do if you're about to die, which we could have very easily died.
Is panic the
Yeah, I
person.
mean, we
panic
were
the
doing
person.
70.
Yeah.
I believe the speed
Do
limit
you
was
get what I'm
70.
saying?
So I was doing
Yeah.
all
So
right.
I'm trying to keep
it had
him
been
as calm
slow.
as possible because he's got both of our fucking lives in his hands right now.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I 100% understand what you're saying.
So everything was like, it just like zoned out, and minutes turned to hours, and seconds turned to minutes. Okay.
Yeah, things slow down. You can hear your heartbeat.
And we get back, we pull over, and the second we get off, that's when I'm like, what the fucking decking, am I wrong?
Every time I get to fucking New York, we're getting a fucking wreck in
I
the
get
car.
out of the
Every
car,
time I get
I
out of
look
the
at it,
fucking
I'm
driver's
like-
seat in New York,
Once I know we're
fucking-
finally safe,
Yeah, no, and that makes complete sense.
But
Yeah.
it's like, in his mind, he's like, every time I get to New York and let somebody else drive the fucking car, what the fuck?
and then the car reeks of the airbag smell because the side airbags partially deployed. We could smell the powder, but they didn't
oh,
actually come
that's
out.
right. That's why it was so much.
And the
money.
hazards won't shut off. And Sam's like, what do? I says, I don't know. Fucking drive. We almost died. Please don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, we
This shit
get
was better
pulled
than
over
coffee.
by a New York Statey for having our hazards on. We tell the story. A deer came. We had to miss it. We hit a mile marker. We were in the median. We got lucky.
Yeah.
He says, okay. He lets
Actually,
us go.
side note, footnote there. A young couple pulled over and asked if everybody was okay.
Yeah,
So,
they did actually.
You got to give them Good Samaritans
And we threw out the
a
deer
shout out.
because a deer is a very common thing in upstate.
Yeah, there's signs everywhere, deer crossing. Well, you know, it shows the deer jumping.
But really, what happened was he fell
We're up in the
asleep.
mountains.
He fell asleep behind a
I
wheel,
thought he did that.
and fucking for 3 months he swore that the line sucked him in. That was the running
Well,
joke.
it was. It had been snowing and shit off and on. As soon as I got into that rumble strip, it's like I just let go of it, and it just fucking I lost it. But the truth is that I was so fucking tired, it kind of just fucking, and at that point I couldn't get back off that little 2-inch rut from the asphalt to the dirt. I
But
was just kind of stuck in a
imagine
rut.
waking
and it was-
up to somebody white knuckling and you
In the
can't
360.
see, and we're doing about
No.
70.
Yeah, I'm going this way.
Yes. Yeah.
At
And Rob wakes up
70, I
to-
thought that was scary when that happened to me at like 20.
And I thought it was the wheel. I grabbed his arm or something.
Now, mind you, this is still
To
going to
try
get
it.
the truck
To try
after
yeah.
all this. Now, this started out as a simple job. We're going to go
Show
there,
up
we're
at
going
the
to do a
fucking
clean out,
car
we're going to leave.
place, right? So not only can we just drop the car off, we have to fucking submit an accident now. So I get out a piece
We
of...
get there, they're closed.
They're closed, so I just write on a
We
piece
had just
of paper.
talked to them, they said they were going to be there.
I write on a piece of paper, there was an accident, sorry, here's my number, call me. And I drop the key
In the mailbox,
Dropbox.
you know, in the Dropbox.
And then we got the truck, and
Lock the keys in the truck while we're loading up the fucking,
Yes,
taking
we
the stuff
did.
out of the car, putting it in the truck. Now this Ford, usually when you put it in gear and you get over 5-10 miles an hour, a vehicle will lock. Sometimes as soon as you put it in gear, this thing did it after like 10 seconds. You don't know how many times this truck, we had to put a hide key after a while. But at this point, we're at a dealership on a fucking Saturday evening in upstate New York, and we're dropping off a rental car at the rental car place, and the truck that just got fixed that we're picking up to drive back to Massachusetts. And the keys get locked when we got half the tools swapped out. So we finished loading shit in the back of the truck. We just got a few things that's riding up front with us. I fucking find a tree, I grab a branch. I always leave the window cracked. He always left the window cracked, because this has happened to everybody now. There was only one set of keys, and everybody's locked them in the fucking truck. So we got another set of keys made. They didn't, I don't know if you could drive it, it was a Ford, so I don't think it was a computer chip. But anyways, we had to hide a key in the truck at that point. But I had got a branch, fucking, we always left the window open. You start the truck up, you crack the window. Because after 10 seconds, the thing would just randomly lock. Whether the door's open, whether you're in gear, whether you're parked, you just be sitting there. The door's just locked, like out of the blue. Like if you get in a car, start it up, and start looking at your phone, the doors will just lock after like 10 seconds. Weirdest fucking thing ever. But it was a Ford. No disrespect, but fuck Fords. But all due
the
respect.
moral of the
But
story is we got the truck.
we get the truck, we're loaded up. Now we're heading back to Massachusetts. I'll tell you what. It was
About 3 days before Christmas.
a fucking
2 or 3 days
that
before.
that was a one of the most memorable holiday seasons.
I like how.
I never put it like that before. I never thought about it like that. But from Thanksgiving to Christmas, boy, did we fuck up a couple of vehicles.
Yeah, and I, by the way, had to go to the driver's re-education class like 5 fucking
Yeah,
times
like $200
Because
in 8 hours on a Saturday,
because of these
or
fucking
$250
things.
in 8
They
hours.
made you go drive it
Like 5 times.
like 5 times.
Yes.
Well, because
Wow.
my brother crashed the car, I crashed the truck, fucking Josh crashed the truck.
This is why I get
Corey got
paranoid.
Corey
Like,
popped the
nobody-
fucking beer in the Benz, and the Benz got impounded. So the Dodge got smashed. The Ranger. Oh, now
Were you ever at fault for any of
That's-
these accidents?
We're gonna pretty much wrap up the homeless
Yeah,
story.
because
But-
when we get into the cars and the madness,
Yeah,
and the
now-
fucking,
now we're
that's
going
the
to a-
downfall of an empire.
This is the one. This is the one that you have with your fucking Sunday morning coffee, you know. But
This is just
some
to
of the
give
other
you-
ones you're gonna have to fucking keep your hoodies and your Timbs on because we get fucking
For
we kick some
anybody who
shit.
wants to watch this, whether it's 5 people or 50 or whatever, the moral of the story is there was one point in our lives where we were all very ambitious. I still have that ambition,
we
but
still got
my foot limits me now. I get the pain.
See, I use the term that there's not much we can't do, but given our wisdom and our experience, there's a lot of shit we won't do.
Yeah, and we learned a lot from these lessons. We learned what we were made of. And like Sam said, if there was
A lesser man would have folded under that pressure.
less, a man would have folded under that thing.
We all
really
went survival
bonded.
mode and fucking.
That was like a bonding experience.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for certain. That's one of the first stories he
And
began telling me.
You
was
know,
this
we didn't
story,
bring
you
anything
know?
back from that house. Usually we
Nope.
save one souvenir from
We
a
didn't
house.
bring one
We wanted
fucking
absolutely
thing.
no memorabilia. But I did smuggle one thing back, and only because it was brand new. It's a black t-shirt with red letters and white letters, and it says, "I hope you like animals, because I'm a beast." But the motherfucker was my size, and it had tags on it. So, that's the only thing we kept from that trip. So every time I wear that shirt, I think about Homer, New York. What up, y'all? We broke down in your town. Y'all wasn't around.
Yeah.
We were hearing them shooting in the hills all fucking day as we were loading that dumpster. That's one fucking thing left out. I'm telling you, I was waiting here.
And that was the
You're gonna
last.
fucking hit something.
That was
But yeah,
the
that was
last-
crazy ass fucking experience. That was one of our last long distance jobs for a while. We did a couple more. We did some other ones like that. Rob and I.
Yeah.
We'll talk to y'all about that later. But we appreciate y'all for watching. Subscribe if you like. We'll be doing this every so often. Hit us up.
And fucking, I don't know. If you want to listen to fucking crazy stories that legit happened,
The Criminal and the Professor.
the CMP podcast has officially begun.
This is it, y'all. Welcome to the next life.
What do we got?
We're thinking it's a mid-sized private jet. Some kind of
Hey, whoa. Let's end with some good shit. It's Friday, so put on it. Good day. By Ice Cube.
Today
You know why? I want to end on this note because we've ended a lot of days on some bad days. So it could be worse. So we're gonna end with this right here.
Yep. Hope y'all enjoyed our podcast.
Let it play out. Just to give you guys a heads up, if you want to continue to listen, we got fucking hours and hours and hours of stories like this. If you found this fucking entertaining,
In any
if
way,
you
shape, or
shot
form.
fucking Michelob Ultra out your goddamn fucking nose while you were listening to this, if you can relate,
Yep.
or you just want to hear some funny ass stories about when I was a young buck and we were all just young, dumb,
Oh, yeah, because we're going to take you down through there.
uneducated but highly motivated. We got stories about the fucking cops pulling taser guns at us in fucking Lynn, Mass. Because we decided to go to the projects at 1 in the morning in Boston.
Y'all can learn from our experiences and our mistakes so you don't make them.
And
Because if it could be fucking smashed, trashed, or hauled away, we
cleaning
probably
out
moved it.
fucking the crack houses with prostitute mattresses everywhere in fucking Brockton.
Yep.
Uh,
We've done some shit, man. We've done some grimy shit. Eggs exploding like fucking raw fucking sulfur or something, man. But hey, it's Friday. We out, y'all.
was a good day.
America. America. America.
yeah,